All right, looks like we're recording. All right, welcome, Shredders. In the comments or chat, let us know you are here live or watching the replay by commenting on your favorite picnic food. I don't have a favorite snack, but I really do enjoy that fruit that is starting to come into season. Strawberries, blueberries, watermelon. I love the fresh corn on the cob, making strawberry jelly, picking fresh fruit while visiting all the roadside stands around our house. So for Memorial Day weekend this year, we don't have a whole lot planned, which is kind of odd for us. So we will be grilling the sesame chicken from the clubhouse along with some shrimp and spending time with family. So tonight we will go over how to conquer Memorial Day so that the scale does not go up on Tuesday. But first, it's time to give a big shout out and virtual high fives to some of our incredible shredders who are crushing it on the shred journey. So, crushing it award, Jennifer Burns. She is chasing babies, walking all day, and still making it happen. Jennifer, you are the definition of commitment in motion. We see you and we're cheering you on. Gold Digger Award. Shannon Divins, she's putting clothes on without stressing about what to hide. That is the next level freedom. Shannon, your confidence is glowing and we love that energy. Shred Vibe Award goes to Meg Gino. She's just happy to be doing something for herself. That mindset shift is powerful. And Meg, you're setting such an empowering example. Better Together Award goes to Michelle Fennel. From walking and riding around the college to creating a creative, healthy dinner with the family, Michelle is blending movement, mindset, and memories together. So let's flood the comments with love for these ladies. Remember, just a simple comment can make somebody's day. Share the love and support inside of the shred. So even if you just like it or love it or comment, I know that that makes people's day. So, May the 4th be with you event. We are crushing it, right? We have 6 days left. The prizes have been announced. They are these super cool backpacks or cooler backpacks for your summer macro-friendly diaper bag. The foursome winner is randomly drawn. I put it on like a spinning wheel, the top teams, and then that will choose who wins. All right. So keep on stepping and push until the very end. So let's go over the shred rules for a holiday weekend. Number one, we are going to start with a high protein, low carb, low fat breakfast. For lunch, we're going to have a light salad with double the lean protein, and then you can be flexible at dinner. Number two, we're going to walk or exercise in the morning because typically what happens is then you will align your choices with goals, okay? Sometimes when you don't work out or you don't get your walk in, then you kind of think, oh, the day is screwed. I'm going to eat whatever I want. We're not going to do that. We are going to drop that old mentality. It's a holiday, not a holla week. And what I mean by that is really it's one day. I mean, maybe I guess you could turn it into 3 days, but just get back on track. You know, if one day you feel like are off track, just get back on track and align choices with goals. Number four, some people don't like when I say this, but throw away your leftovers. Throw away the leftovers, give them away so that you don't have a lot of them sitting around the house because I know that that can be triggering for some people. Like we have to eat all of this. And now I can't see myself. Can you guys still see me? Trish, can you see me? No, I have no idea what's going on. You can hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what is up with that. All right. Be the DD, right? If you're going with friends or family that are planning on having drinks, just offer to be the DD. This limits your amount of drinking or limits your drinking at all. So offering to be the DD. Only bring as many alcoholic drinks as you have pre-tracked. I learned this very early on. If you bring a whole cooler, you'll probably drink more. But if you pre-track two and only bring two, you will only have two. Okay. Number seven, eat before you go or eat after. And just while you're there, enjoy a drink, enjoy a seltzer. Nobody's there watching you. You don't have to eat there. So especially, when it's a picnic that you just kind of come and go, you can eat before and you can eat after. Number 8, pick that one hard day and only count calories because we all know that the calorie deficit is king for weight loss. So forget about the protein for a day, pick that one hard day, I'm using my air quotes, and only count the calories. This is really bothering me that I can't see myself.
Oh, you were just on.
Okay,
Just
let me try this.
your picture. Oh, there you are.
There we go. Oh, I hated that. Okay. So that last one was just do calories for the day, forget about the protein. Number 9, just track. Find something in the app and track. Use that search button. I hate that search button, but this is when I do like it. Just guess. Baked beans, find it, track it. Don't have the all or nothing mentality. This is when you can use that search bar in the app. Number 10, track even if you go over. I see so many times people stop tracking after they screw up. Okay. Keep on tracking. You will do better than if you just throw up your hands and say screw it for the day. Number 11, I'm going to say it pre-track. Pre-track the brownie, pre-track the high noons, pre-track the beers, pre-track the wings. You know your typical habits at a holiday summer picnic. When you say, but I don't know what they will be serving, I don't know what it's going to be like. I mean, we're all, in our 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. We're not 10, okay? We know what it's going to be like. We know what we've done for years and years. So you do know your typical habits. So pre-track. Number 12, take a macro-friendly dish. I can't stress that enough. Take something that aligns with your goals. And we're going to go over some of those in a little bit here. 13, the one plate rule. If you don't know what this is yet, the one plate rule is you put on your plate what you really want, one plate, not like a platter, a plate, but put on it what you really want and don't go back for seconds and sit down to eat. Standing around that table, munching the whole time when you're really not even paying attention to what you're eating or your fullness level, have a seat. Have a seat, okay? Ice cream in the plans, okay? I know there's going to be a lot of ice cream and we should be enjoying that. All right. So just for instance, let me give you an example. So at Dairy Queen, they have rotisserie chicken bites. You can get those. All right, those have a lot of protein in them. I think it's only like 160 calories for 26 grams of protein. Get a kid's cone, get a small sundae, get a mini blizzard. You're not depriving yourself, okay? So then you have your dinner and you have your treat and you did not deprive yourself. Remember, just count calories instead of macros. I cannot stress that enough. If it is a day that's going to be hard, just count your calories. It's okay to do that. So, what questions do we have about our Shred Memorial Day rules? Do we have any questions on what I went over? Those are our rules. Joe says no. Good, he understands. Oh gosh, it was hot in that gym. It was a tie. I couldn't leave. I'm like, I'll just leave early. It'll be fine. And then it was a tie. And then my son passed it to his BFF and they got a buzzer beater. So, whew, okay. All right. Let's talk about picnic food first. All right. Pen and paper out. Some people avoid the hot dogs, okay, Smiths? If you live in Erie, we love our Smiths hot dogs. They're only 110 calories and they have 6 grams of protein, okay? Put it on a Walmart bun. A great value bun's only 100 calories. And really, that's like a $200 or $200, 200 calorie hot dog. Joe says, this is a typical drinking weekend for me. Okay, Joe, you're going to need to pre-track. Going to need to pre-track those drinks, okay? And a pasta salad. Bring your own Bolthouse Ranch. You can pick out of the salad, maybe it's the veggies, the lettuce, the turkey, the ham. You can make your own and add, the turkey, the ham, the turkey pepperoni. Very, very good. Take your own protein. Like if you're going to a family member's house, you could say, hey, I'm going to bring my own protein. Chicken sausage is a good one, shrimp, pulled pork. As I talked about, take a dish to share. One of the easiest ones to do is just to get the plain Greek yogurt and you can mix it with a dry ranch packet. You can mix it with a taco seasoning packet. You can mix it with onion soup mix. You can even mix it with that Knorr spinach mix and then throw in some spinach, just like the spinach dip, right? Super good. Deviled eggs are macro friendly. Coleslaw. Coleslaw is super macro friendly. It's literally the bag of slaw, light mayo, some vinegar, and honey Dijon. Super macro friendly. Pulled pork. Get some pulled pork. Do a crock pot with pork tenderloin and use the G Hughes sauce. Super, super easy. Like I said, make that in a pasta salad. In a pasta salad, the protein amount in it is crazy. Turkey, pepperoni, eggs, turkey, ham, the tomatoes, black olives, onions, very low calorie. Such a great one to take. The skewers, you could do like a cherry tomato and then some spinach, then a mozzarella ball, and then a chunk of chicken, and then a pepper. So skewers are super popular at picnics. For dessert, you can do a white cake, sub out everything else, and just throw in a diet lemon lime pop. And then just use pop, we say pop or soda, and then just use Cool Whip for the topping, the icing, and then you can do some fun blueberries and fun strawberries on top. Perfect. Okay. Today, if you're in the clubhouse, I did post a cheesecake recipe. Super good for the holiday. It also has the strawberries and blueberries on top. Another one in the clubhouse is the strawberry pretzel salad. My grandma used to make the strawberry pretzel salad, but we actually make them in the clubhouse in a bag, and it's like a walking strawberry pretzel salad. For the burgers, use a leaner beef, 95.5 or 96.4. Did anyone, mom used to make that Dorito taco salad? I forget, did we just call it Dorito taco salad? I don't know, but it's like you can use fat-free Catalina, lettuce, use your Quest chips. Trish says broccoli slaw, so good. Yes, that is so good. The pretzel salad. I know, it really is. Um, we have that recipe in the clubhouse. In fact, I will post that inside of the shred. Let me make a note of that. So the Dorito taco salad, you could sub out and do the Quest chips. Pinwheels. So I make pinwheels using the lavish bread. You can do laughing cow cheese with spinach and ham and turkey and roll it up and cut it up into slices. That's another clubhouse recipe. Sloppy Joe's, right? Just use the 96.4 beef or the 95.5 beef and use the peppers and the onions. Swerve, the brown sugar swerve, pepper, mustard. That's another clubhouse recipe as well. If you're making a pasta salad, throw protein pasta in instead. Use cauliflower instead of potatoes in potato salad. There's a recipe in the clubhouse as well. If you love baked beans, put turkey bacon on top of your baked beans. Another one that I love is salsa. So we make a black bean salsa in the clubhouse. Bring your own Quest chips. It even tastes really good with legendary chips. Use Greek yogurt instead of mayo in any of the creamy salads. Pulled chicken is another great one. A lot of times I will make my family sandwiches on the little Hawaiian rolls. They also have the brand at Aldi as well. I think it's called King's or something like that. Watermelon, super macro friendly. Jello, Joe, sorry, my wife FaceTimed me for my daughter to go down. I think I'm going to make and try the cauliflower potato salad. Does it keep well? Yes, it does keep well. In fact, I think it tastes better the next day. It's one of those things that I like it the next day. Watermelon, jello, of course, grilling or roasting veggies, chicken sausages. They make the little graham cracker Keebler's crust. You could put in vanilla Greek yogurt, and then you can top it with whatever you want, whatever fruit sounds good. There's also a version of key lime pie in the clubhouse, and a lot of people turn it into a like a strawberry. So I think they use like a strawberry um the Jello mix, and instead of the key lime, they use that and they make a pie. So that's really good. And if anybody has seen the sliced watermelon where you slice it up and on top you put yogurt and then you put blueberries and strawberries and it's like a watermelon pizza. You can do tacos, right? Taco meat in a crock pot, real good. Chicken sausage in a crock pot. You know, if you're in the clubhouse, don't forget to look through all the guides. There's so many good things in there. I mean, we talked about the pinwheels. We talked about the watermelon salad. We talked about there's also a watermelon and lime vodka refresher. All super, super yummy. Um, Anybody camping? Oh my gosh, this is so funny. We're going camping all weekend, but I'll double bag it and put it in the cooler. Perfect. So, anybody going in the camping, let us know in the chat if you're camping and where you are camping. So you could bring a big crock pot full of taco meat or pre-cook the taco meat. You can do walking quest nachos or make loaded lavish nachos. You can add popcorn seasoning to the lavish bread nachos. So you would just spray and then cook the lavish and before you cook it, add a popcorn seasoning like the nachos. Trish, yes, we are already pre-checked. We are camping at Erie's Speedway for race. Nice. Chicken sausages are really easy to do when you're camping. I pre-make my hamburger patties, take protein shakes, hard-boiled eggs, cut up fruits, cut up veggies. I'll bring Cool Whip just for a dip or yogurt for a dip along with fresh fruit. Joe's going to Mercer, PA, RV Village. That'll be fun. So when we think about Memorial Day, we think about s'mores, right? So you can use rice cakes, obviously marshmallows, mini chocolate chips. You can use Oreo thins for the graham crackers. But what I like to do is use the Built Puffs or the new Blue Unicorn Puffs and that makes the best addition to the s'mores. So you don't need marshmallow or chocolate. You just use the bar and you put it in between the graham crackers or the Oreo thins or the rice cakes. And it's a real yummy treat. Who knows about mountain pies? Does anybody know what a mountain pie is? Yes, or a hobo pie. All right. So basically, it's two pieces of bread. You have a mountain pie maker. They're like a metal I don't know what you would call it, but you spray it, you put the bread in, and you put something in between. So a lot of times we will do apple or cherry. So we use the no sugar pie filling. You can just get it at Walmart. They make apple and they make cherry. We will do ham and cheese, though that's very protein heavy. We'll do pizza mountain pies, so with turkey pepperoni, turkey sausage, banana peppers, fat-free mozzarella cheese. Super, super good. We'll even do this just when we're at home. We don't even have to be camping just because it's fun. The kind of bread that I use and that my family loves, whether we're making sandwiches or we're making hobo or mountain pies, it's the Di Italiano. It's the 40-calorie Italian bread, and they all love that. Another favorite of ours while camping is to do a baked potato bar. So you throw the potatoes in the fire, you set up queso, you set up Greek yogurt, you set up turkey bacon that was left over from breakfast, and it's so, so yummy. So baked potato bar is always another good one. So I know a lot of people worry over the weekend that they're going to gain weight and the scale's going to go up and they're going to ruin their progress and how are they going to make it through? Now, I want to explain to you, in order to gain 1 pound of fat, you would have to eat 3,500 calories over your maintenance. Now, none of you are in maintenance except for me, okay? So you're still in a deficit. So you would have to eat 3,500 calories over your maintenance to gain 1 pound of fat, okay? So when you step on that scale on Tuesday, and if it goes up, and if you were consistent through the weekend, you have to understand that maybe you have more food in your belly. But another thing I want to explain to you is carbohydrate, carbohydrate, hydrate. Do you hear that? Hydrate. So for every 1 gram of carbs, your body will hold on to 3 or 4 grams of water. Now, this is what they call water weight. And this is water weight. It's not fat. It's not real scale weight. Okay, so for every 1 gram of carbs, your body will hold on to 3 or 4 grams of water. So that's why it's called carbohydrate, because you're hydrating with the water. All right. So it's not fat weight, it's water weight. So don't flip out after Memorial Day, okay? Because you're going to have some extra goodies and I want you to. All right, we're going to play a game. Okay, so it's called Name That Macro Swap. Joe, how long does it take for that water weight to drop? Everybody's different. I wish I knew. Um, maybe that's why Thursday's my skinny day. Yeah, maybe. Well, that you should know if you weigh daily, you know how long it takes to come off. Yeah, different for everybody. All right. So let's practice together some common summer holiday foods and drinks for macro-friendly versions. All right. So we're going to name that macro swap. All right, I'll say the name of a food or a drink, and I want you to shout out or drop in the comments in the chat what would be your best macro-friendly swap or portion control hack. Okay, so some of these we went over, so I've already given you some answers. So, swap number one, potato salad. What would you do instead? What would make it more macro friendly? What would make it less calorie? What would make it higher protein? What would be a way to use portion control? Cauliflower. Yes, cauliflower. Yep. Yogurt instead of mayo. Absolutely, Linda. How could we add more protein? How could we add more protein to potato salad? Chicken. Turkey sausage. Yep. Turkey bacon. I was thinking turkey bacon and I was thinking hard-boiled eggs. Turkey pepperoni. Yep. All good. Good. Yes. Clubhouse members, remember there is that recipe in the clubhouse. All right. Number two, cheeseburger on a bun. What would you swap? What would make it more macro friendly, less calories, more protein, or even just portion control? Put on lavish bread, yes. No bun, yes. Lavish actually has a pita that's good. No bun, turkey burger, bagel thin. Ooh, I like that. Lettuce wrap, good one. What about the cheese? What could we do with the cheese? Egg wrap, yep, good one, Katie. What could we do with the cheese? Low fat cheese, yep. Velveeta makes probably the lowest fat. No fat mozzarella, yep. I was thinking this thin slices. Has anybody ever seen the thin slices in the store? That's what we use, thin pepper jack. How about queso? Queso would be a good one. Yes. So using extra lean turkey burger or extra lean beef. Another thing that I will do a lot with my daughter or my husband, not my son because he eats it all, split it, right? Split it if it's big. No need to eat the whole thing. Good. Macaroni salad. What could we do for macaroni salad? What would be some swaps? Tuna. My mama always put tuna in it. Yep, I like it. That would make it higher protein. Protein pasta. You've got it, Trish. Less pasta, more veggies. Could try that. Greek yogurt. Very good. Like it. How about just using less of the creamy stuff, right? More veggies, less pasta. I like adding the tuna for more protein and the protein pasta. Add some grilled chicken? Maybe some grilled chicken to the macaroni salad. I like it. I like it. Chips and dip. What could we swap? Chips and dip. Let's talk about that. Salsa, Quest chips. Yep. Hmm. Quest chips, salsa. Veggies. How about some sliced bell peppers, some cucumbers, rice cakes instead of chips, legendary chips, the thin pretzels, the really pretzel slims they're called. And then also they make ultra thin pretzels. Those are really good too. Yeah, we could use for the dip cottage cheese based, right? Nobody's talked about good old cottage cheese. Avocado spread. Yep. So the base could be Greek yogurt, it could be cottage cheese. Maybe you could do air popped popcorn. I love my air popped popcorn instead of chips. Lavish chips. Anybody made the lavish chips or the Egg Life egg wrap chips? I've been loving those. I just got more of the garden salsa ones today. All right, barbecue ribs. How could we swap out? What could we swap? Jamie, you made lavish this week. So good. Barbecue ribs. What are we thinking? Trish, you're doing something wrong with the air fryer egg life wraps. Now you have to almost air fry them until they're burnt. You have to be sure that there's one layer of them. You have to have spray on them, coarse salt, 9 minutes at 390. That's what I do. And they're almost burnt, but they don't taste it. So they're nice and crispy. Also, I love dipping them in Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt mixed with sweet chili sauce, or even just the plain yogurt. So maybe it's I'm enjoying the dip more than the chips. I don't know, but I really like the chips. G. Hughes, Linda, ding, ding, ding. You've got it. No sauce or sugar-free sauce. Yes. You could swap it out and do grilled chicken breast. You could use pork tenderloin. If you're vegan, you could do jackfruit for a fun plant-based alternative. All right, next, Joe, you're up next. I don't know what you're drinking, but if you're drinking a frozen margarita, what should we do? What should we do? Joe's like, I'm not drinking margaritas. Joe, you're having IPA.
Sorry. No, I usually drink whatever somebody puts in front of me, but this week I'm gonna go with I'm gonna make it ahead of time like a half gallon Bubba cake. I know you're gonna say that's too much, but one for a weekend, calm it down. I'm gonna do Bacardi and diet caffeine free Coke, so I'm not up to like 3 a.m. trying to have more. So that's my goal.
Okay, you're gonna pre-make. That's what I like.
Remix it because if not, I'll be off the rails for sure.
Yeah. I
I
know
know me.
people always tease me because they're like, "Oh, did you bring your gallon of water?" Because I have a big jug and I just pour from it and I say, "No, this is my drink and this is what I'm drinking because I like to be because I don't drink that much. I like to be in control." But
All right,
yes.
I'm going back to cutting. I'm listening. I promise. I'm just my
All
hands are
right.
busy.
Well, guess what?
All right.
If you when you make this, we want to see the jug.
Oh, it's in my car right now. It's black. It's a Bubba jug from Walmart. It's like $17. It's my go-to, but it'll be made. Don't worry.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
all right. Bye, guys.
All right. Yeah. So pre-tracking, bring your own pre-track. Vodka is lower, correct? So not necessarily, it's always about the amount. So 1.5 ounce is a shot and it's probably about 96 calories, same as like a Miller Lite. If you're measuring it, that's the best. So let's just say frozen margarita. Maybe you do tequila plus soda water plus lime plus orange extract, or a skinny margarita with fresh lime, stevia, and crushed ice, or a lime LaCroix with tequila over ice, and that would be 100 calories. So a good swap would be a lime sparkling water, like a LaCroix, plus 1.5 ounces of tequila, and that would be a 100-calorie margarita. You can always do a drink without alcohol. I love that. Fresca is my favorite. That is my favorite mocktail because it's so easy. Okay. How about sweet iced tea or lemonade? What would be some swaps for this? Sweet iced tea or lemonade? No sweet? Mio. Joe, good one. Mio, for sure. Crystal Light, maybe just add some lemon. Half and half unsweetened. I like it. Lemons. How about just watering it down? That's what I do with my high noons a lot. If I have a black cherry high noon, half is black cherry sparkling water. So you could definitely water down the iced tea or the lemonade. Trish, we make lemon water and we love it. Zero sugar tea, yes. Could do green tea. Okay. So to wrap it up, it's not about perfection. It's about having a game plan and enjoying the moment without ditching your shred goals. So we're going to say pre-track, pre-track, pre-track. Plan, plan, plan. Keep it simple. All right. Any questions? Trish says it tastes like lemonade with no sugar after it sits. Good to know. Any questions about anything that I can help you with? All right. Well, you're always doing better than you think you are. Our next Shred Live coaching call is Wednesday. I had to switch it. So it's Wednesday, May 28th at 7 p.m. I moved it from Tuesday to Wednesday. So make sure you make note of that. It is a day change because now my son has games Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I don't want to be sweating like I was today trying to get here. So I moved it to Wednesday at 7 p.m. Next Wednesday, I want to hear how you all crushed the holiday weekend, and we will see you inside of the shred. Good night, everybody.